Today is going to be a beautiful day because I am taste testing every single one of Applebee's most popular menu items to let you know what's the best, what's the worst, and what you should actually be ordering. At the end of this video, I'm going to be ranking my top 5 or top 10 depending on how delicious everything is. And I have to admit, I've shot most of this video already and my audio wasn't working and my camera is dying. And I feel so full, but I'm here for you, not for me. So I'm going to start this taste test from the very beginning. And if I get sick during this, it'll make for a great title, you know? So we're gonna kick this off with the classic chicken quesadilla. Truthfully, Matt and I have had this before, and I will say I think it's one of the best quesadillas in the business on the market. Let's do a little dipperoo and some sour cream. Cheers. So good. I feel like of all the quesadillas you can buy that are not like authentically made, this has to be the best one. I mean, this is a 10 out of 10 quesadilla. The cheese is really flavorful. There's lots of juicy things in there. Not spicy, which you would kind of expect there to be like a little something, but it's a little bit more on the like cheesy richness side of things. Which leads me to my friend here. What is on it? Ooh, something weird's on it. Okay, we're just gonna ignore that. Moving on to my friend here, which is the classic chicken tender. We know them, we love them. Is there anybody out there who actually grew up not liking chicken tenders? I feel like to be a human in America as a child, one must love a chicken tender, right? Do a little dip into honey mustard, a classic go-to favorite of mine. I mean, I also don't think I've ever had a bad chicken tender. I'd say it's like more of a 7.5 out of 10 on the chicken tender rating scale. The seasoning is a little bland, but that's okay because the honey mustard is like really a top tier honey mustard. Next up is my friend here, tortilla wrap. It kind of looks like the quesadilla, but in a more chilly outfit. But the sauces and everything looks very similar. Very good. It is actually spicy. Must be a different sauce. It's crunchy, it's crispy, it's light. There's a lot to it. Like there's a lot of stuff going on here compared to the quesadilla, which I feel like is a little thinner and a little on the skimpier side. Personally, I'm still going with the chicken quesadilla, but you might get more bang for your buck if you go for the wrap. Neither are a bad choice. I just prefer the warm and cozy snacks. My tummy hurts. Next up are the ribs. Now, I don't eat ribs. I don't know how to eat ribs. I know that sounds like a weird thing to say, but I feel like there's a little strategy to it because you got to get around the bone and the fat and the ligaments. Oh, it's hot, 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 and they're hot and they're messy. Why do people like this? I'm not a meat on the bone kind of gal, generally speaking, but ribs are always perplexing to me. Oh, I like that. Are you supposed to do that when you eat ribs? Delicious. Why is that so good? I think the sauce is like a really nice sweet honey barbecue. And the texture is still a little weird to me, but I'd go back in. But that is actually really, really good. Let's talk about the fact that Applebee's has a petite filet, like a filet mignon. A filet mignon. I've had this before. There's an Applebee's right down the street from our place in Joshua Tree. So we've eaten this before. I've gotten a petite filet thinking like this was a celebratory meal. And it was not quite as impressive. You know, when you expect a filet, you're like, we're going big tonight, baby. And then I was like, oh, that's not how I thought this tonight was gonna go. Me in college when I blacked out before we could ever go out to actually have drinks in the world. It only happened a couple times. Anyway, let's try it. Good, not great. For the price, if it was like a $12 filet, I would say delicious, mind-blowing. Because it's kind of pricey, I think it's like $25 or $30. I don't think it's quite worth it. But let's talk about this fettuccine alfredo, friends. Fettuccine alfredo goes one or two ways for me. It is the most delicious or it is the saddest thing ever. I just did a Costco video. A lot of you know that. And that fettuccine alfredo was not very good. Albeit you got a ton of food, so it would feed a lot of people if you liked the taste of like plastic. So I'm hoping Applebee's fettuccine alfredo tastes a little bit better. Yum! I'm just premonitionally telling you that I feel like that's gonna be a top 10 food item because that is a very good fettuccine alfredo. It actually tastes fresh and like a treat. I know a lot of you guys have a love-hate relationship with Applebee's. A lot of you have not had great experiences there. My local Applebee's in Yucca Valley, California is incredible. Like the nicest people, the best food. So I feel like I did get lucky, but I feel like so much of the stuff they offer is very good. All right, let's talk about, oh, this is so nostalgic for me. The Fiesta lime chicken. Okay, let me throw you back to high school with me and my boyfriend in high school. We would go to Applebee's. It's like a fancy meal. Like that was as fancy as we got. And that's because it tasted fancy. I feel like Fiesta lime chicken was like one of the first things I started to eat past the chicken tender stage of my life. beef. I was like, ooh, Fiesta lemon chicken. I am a sophisticated madam. All right, let's see if the nostalgic vibes are still there. It has tortilla chips, lots of flavored seasoned rice, and it has like this cheese sauce on top that has like a lime spice to it. Is lime a spice? I don't think lime is a spice. Friends, how after probably 20 years since I've had this, does that still taste exactly the same? Exactly the same. How do they do it? Everything always changes. This is why you should always live in the moment, because nothing lasts forever, except Fiesta lemon chicken at Applebee's. That is so good slash nostalgic slash brings back memories of when, you know what, I almost said when I'd go to Applebee's for the salad bar, but that's Ruby Tuesday. Sacrilegious. I'm so sorry, Applebee's. Although this is not sponsored and you don't even know who I am. Anywho, moving into two burger lands that I've never explored before, and that says a lot because I'm a burger connoisseur. Applebee's really loves a tortilla moment. They love like some sort of Mexican twist on a lot of different things, I've noticed. They have a tortilla burger, which is a combination that I just never knew I needed, but desperately needed intimately. The presentation is unique. I really like that actually. Like I thought it would just be okay, but there's some sauce or salsa or vegetable combination that Applebee's uses on their Mexican dishes is so good. It's like, I almost feel like that's one of the best burger twists on a burger I've ever had. But I don't want to speak too soon because there is this mammoth behemoth Bourbon Street bacon burger. I don't know. This thing is loaded. It looks like a commercial burger, like the one that they put in the commercial because it's so beautiful. It's artisanal. It's like Mona Lisa who, Banksy what? I would rather put this on a shelf and have people gawk at it and be like, wow, what does it mean? Than a piece of art. That's how gorgeous it is, you know? Can you tell I don't own many art pieces? Cheers. This is, I don't even know if I can eat this. My teeth has been flared. It's because when I clean, I clench, and then for like 3 days afterwards, I can barely open my mouth. Does anybody else have that experience? Let's do it. Ooh, is it lip gloss or is it grease? Who knows? Who cares? It tastes delicious. There's a lot to it. I feel like it doesn't need to go that hard, but if you're in a celebratory mood, I always remember when I did pageants, because you know, you're like in your swimsuit on stage in front of all these people who are like all staring at you. After that moment, you go sit down and have like the biggest meal of your life. I feel like this burger would be like a post-pageant meal for me. It has everything I could ever want in one thing, as long as my TMJ is not flared. All right, let's move into the sides and appetizers. I'm going to eat the mozzarella stick. This is not my first time. If you've seen my other Applebee's appetizer video, you know that this is a top 10 worthy snackage, but maybe that was a fluke. Second time's the charm. Very good. I have one note, Applebee's. I don't like your marinara sauce. It's a little zingy and zangy. It just tastes almost fruit forward, and I like more of a like tomato, like garlic forward marinara sauce, but the mozzarella stick is poetry. It's a good sauce. I feel like out of mozzarella sticks, it's probably a 9 out of 10. I actually don't even know what I rated it the last time, but this one, delicious. Now, I have the onion ring, which I think I said in the last video is my favorite onion ring, I think, of all time. So I'm gonna dip it in this barbecue sauce, which I don't know if I did in my last video, but it's not my dippage of choice. It's more, I'm more of a ranch, onion ring ranch kind of gal, but let's just see, maybe they know what they're doing over there. Oh gosh, her inside, excuse me. That is some rated R content. Their onion rings are so good. They're kind of pricey. I feel like one of you said they might offer it for the kids menus, but I didn't see it. So $12 for some onion rings is a little out of my budget at the moment, but still very delicious, very good. Okay, I had to switch cameras because my battery died, but let's talk about the spinach and artichoke dip. If I remember correctly, the last time I tried this, it was a very just okay offering. I feel like artichoke dips kind of all taste the same to me. Let's take a walk down spinach artichoke lane. I feel like it was better than last time. I think I like it even better somehow. Honestly, it reminds me of my mom. We love to go to all the chain restaurants and get some appetizers, and I feel like we would always order spinach artichoke dip. So it has that nostalgia factor for me. I think it's, oh gosh, is it gonna be, all these are so good. I say that, but then I still have salads to go. This is why you should always start with salads and not end with salads, because salads are never appealing at the end after you've had all this delicious, buttery, cheesy, saucy goodness. Who wants to eat a salad after all of that? It's gonna take you back to Sadville, from which we came. So what's weird about this salad? I say weird, but I really mean unique, which is what people say about me, I think. This is a unique smorgasbord of a collection. It's grilled chicken with almonds and lettuce and onion. So far, far, not too weird. But then there's strawberries. Tomatoes. So it has tomatoes and strawberries, two things that look almost the exact same but taste so very different. It doesn't come with a dressing, which is weird too. I thought there would be a dressing for it, probably because what do you put with such a thing? Who knows? This salad is the definition of, you might be for someone, but you're always not for everyone. I don't like this. Have you ever had this? Please let me know. It kind of tastes like you were cleaning out your fridge and you just wanted to get rid of everything and put it in a salad, which I don't typically do because I don't usually have enough healthy things in my refrigerator to do such a thing. I see people on TikTok talking about it, but it's kind of like folklore in my mind. I'm gonna give this 5 out of 10, but really more of a 9 out of 10 for weirdness. We have one more salad on the most popular item list, and this is like a tortilla salad. Again, back with the tortillas. Applebee's is like, we'll just sell them in any way, shape, or form. Put them on a dessert, put them in a cocktail. We'll have a tortilla. Again, no dressing. Very confused, which happens a lot to me. It comes with a like cheese quesadilla moment on the side, and it is a hearty salad. This is a salad that would put Cheesecake Factory salads to shame. Oh, there's black beans in here. Oh my gosh. It's a treasure trove. A treasure trove. You got $20 in there too? Let's go. Very good. It tastes like all the other tortilla things. But I think I prefer it like this better because the wrap does get a little soggy. This gives you a lot more food also, and it does feel like there's more things to do, more adventures, you know? I feel like wraps taste the same in every bite. Sometimes salads, each bite tastes like a little bit different, which is why I do like salads. I just don't like to make them boring. I would give this like a 10 out of 10 for salad. I think it's really good. Oh my gosh, did we make it to dessert? Yeah. Guys, if you have not subscribed to this channel and thumbs up this video, what are you doing? Come on, be a part of the fam bam. Also, let me know what else you want to see on this channel. This is one of their little powdered donut things, and it kind of looks like Taco Bell's little cinnamon donut hole things, which are incredible. Y'all, it is so good. It's so good. Oh my gosh, I might have a tear swelling up. I'm not about to tear up, excuse me. It tastes like a funnel cake donut. There are dipping sauces, but I don't even need it, you know? Oh my gosh. State Fair who? Honestly, that is one of the best chain restaurant desserts I've ever had. Next up, we have a Blondie, which I prefer over a brownie. What is the difference between a brownie and a Blondie? Is that a stupid question? Please let me know. Because they're like really similar, except one tastes blonde and the other doesn't. Okay. It's so sweet. Wash it down with Pepsi. My teeth are aching. I don't think I like it. It's too sweet. Coming off that perfect, I shouldn't have started with the donut holes, I think. That was my biggest mistake because they're so perfect and delicious. This kind of feels like Duncan Hines. You could make this at home, which no hate, no shade, but you know, when you go to a restaurant, you want something special, something that you can't make at home. So here are the top 8 items that you have to get if you go to Applebee's. These are the best of the best of the most popular, and my favorites. Starting in at number 8 are the mozzarella sticks, a classic. Coming in next is the whiskey bacon burger, the treatiest of treats. Coming in next is the fettuccine alfredo, and then next are their ribs, which is completely surprising because I don't eat ribs, but something about this makes me just want to go in and live out my internal carnivore's wildest dreams. Next are the onion rings, which you guys know are my favorite ones. In third place, surprising, but one of the best combos maybe ever made, the quesadilla burger. Highly recommend if you've never tried this, you must go to Applebee's and try it. In second place, the chicken quesadilla. It is just so good. You guys, the #1 best thing you can get. Seems like a weird one, but I'm telling you, when you try it, you will come back to this video and be like, yes, Erin, we support you fully. It is the donut, the powder sugar dippers, I think they call them. That will put any fair funnel cake to shame. If you liked this video, even in the least, thumbs it up. It really does help it in the algorithm. Also, please leave me a comment. I try and answer all the comments if I can. I gotta go take a nap now.